Hello, good morning. The other day, something happened with our neighbor that got me thinking that we really need to pray about our intentions before we do them. Um, the other day, something happened with our neighbor, and my husband was like, "Oh, we should go over and tell our thoughts on this situation." And I was, afterwards, I had told him, no, because, the reason he wanted to do it wasn't for the right reason. Um, we really need to, when we go to react to something, we need to pray. Is it because it's the benefit of the person or a benefit of the situation to make something better? Or is it kind of out of anger? Our situation, I think it was more because he was frustrated and out of anger. And so he wanted to go say something because, he thought he was being done wrong. Um, there's a lot of backstory in it, but he's still, the reason behind it is because he wanted to feel that something was being done to them because something was being done to him. Um, so we really need to reflect before we do it. Is it going to change anything for the better? Going to help anybody? Is it, something that actually needs to be done, or something we just need to see as, oh, it was a lesson and we need to move on? We need, like I said, so then we have to pray over it. Is it a lesson or helping somebody? So that's one of the things that I saw the other day about ourselves needing to pray and reflect. And then I watch a YouTuber on here. I had started following him because he talked about, following God and trying to stand again because he was in a wheelchair due to an accident. And so I was following him to see how he was doing and everything. And then he posted about another person, I guess, who had started doing the same thing he was, where, daily posting, trying to walk again and what they were doing and stuff. And he started going off on this person, how the other person was just doing it for clicks and views, not for the right reason, and going off, about this other person. And people in the comments, I think, went the opposite way of he thought was going to happen, saying, this isn't how to handle it, should it be handled this way and stuff like this. So he ended up taking the video down. And then he said he took the video down because he didn't feel right about what he did. But then a couple of videos later, in his little captions or little things across the screen, he's like, doing this for the right reasons, not for the clicks and views. And as a Christians, we fail over and over and over, and that's why we still need our Father and still need to pray daily and over things. And like I said, we need to pray for intentions. So is he doing this because he really thinks that the other person also trying to do the same thing he is harming others in some way? Or is he upset because he thought it was his idea and it's taken from what he's doing, and he sees it as, taking his idea and stuff like that? So is he really trying to out this person because he thinks this other person's doing wrong? Or is he upset because he felt something was done wrong against himself? So, I do see it happening, personally in my life, and then other people doing it too. We react when we should be praying before we post something, and then hopefully we change from it and we don't do it again. But like I said, we're human. Even though we're Christians, we're still gonna fail. And we're still believers in God and love Him. We're gonna fail, and that's why we keep praying. We keep calling out, to Jesus. What should I do? How do I handle this anger or frustration or whatever I'm going through, so that way I represent you without, making people think that, oh, even though we're Christians, we're gonna talk badly about, other people or spew, hate or whatever. So yeah, this past couple days, a couple things that I've seen that made me think I really need to pray over my intentions more. Um, like with the neighbor, or like when my kids do something like instead of automatically reacting, okay, how I'm going to react to this, what should I say to them and how is it going to benefit them, instead of just like, I'm angry, react. So just like I said, please pray over your intentions and stop and think before you react, because are you doing good or are you doing harm? So I hope everybody has a good day and take care and God bless.